Hi everyone, I'm here with a small video on the Brusho powders again, because I did my swatches yesterday and or the day before, and I wanted to show them to you so that you can see what you can expect when buying the 24 set. Yesterday I bought some push pins because I saw people online using them to protect the holes that you make in the lid. So if you have one pin, you can put it on top of every little bottle. And of course I had to have some pins with some pinks because I'm a pink girl. There are also some purples, whites, light blues. Yeah, both at Action, my favorite discount store. So that's that one. And I did the first page with the Brusho powders already. I still have a lot to learn about them because I wanted them to look more splattery like you see here. But they faded out more in my book like you are seeing here. But that's depending on how high you are holding the spray bottle, I think. So I just have to play around a little bit more. And also I want to use them on different kind of papers. I will test them out on Create Space paper also, with gesso, without gesso. I'm going to I have to learn them and I want to get a feeling of them. So here we have the swatches. I'm going to lay this book like this and I'm going to try to zoom in a bit. And now I'm a bit out of frame, so that's better, and of course I can hold it up. So in the 24 set you get those colors. So the emerald green is a combination of yellow, some greens, some turquoises, gray, some blues, some oranges, but it's really depending on how close you are splattering. And the black, also some turquoise kind of color with some browns. And then the second, I'm going to set this aside for a moment. And as I told before, I think, it's not really visible here, but they bleed through, so I didn't do the back side because I didn't want to contaminate the colors. So here we get the leaf green, light brown, and Ost blue. Really beautiful shade. And here we have some bleed through again, and I think it's quite terrible with this scarlet one. Violet, sea green. Some are a bit similar. The greens are a bit similar, but oh well, it's not a problem. And maybe they will look different once I've sprayed from a higher distance. So maybe the colors will be different to look at. I don't know. No, the red was quite okay. It's the purple that went through. And so we have dark brown, the purple, I really love that one, and the Prussian blue, also very beautiful. The cobalt blue, Gamboge, also very nice. I've used that on my page in the Karolina Kubikowska book, together with the light brown, and there was another color, I will have to look, and the ultramarine. Brilliant red, vermilion, and crimson. a bit of retro here. Reds, Ost red, orange. This is, I think, a splatter from this one. So it's like this. And then the turquoise. And I've discovered there are 34 colors, I'm sorry, in from Brusho powders. And of course, now I want the ones that I'm missing. So I will look up which colors that I'm not having. There is also a white powder included, but it's just white. I think I will have to test that out on a black paper or on a painted underground, a black painted underground. I haven't done that yet, but I'm certainly going to try that out, and maybe it's a good one to use with some other powder, maybe together with a type of blue that it's creating some lighter areas. I don't know. So these are the single swatches, but of course you can use different combos together. For my first coloring page that I've done with those powders, I've used 3, and I'm going to grab my notebook. I've used light brown, scarlet, and gamboge. Yeah, it was a combination of the light browns and the gamboge and the blood splatters. I'm going to grab my book. So this background is light brown and gamboge, and the splatters are scarlet. I didn't use them on the flowers or the leaves or the twigs here, just the background. And like you can see, some have just stains here, and some really have some splattering. So it's just depending on how you play with them. I really love the effect. So I hope this really tiny video was helpful for you, that that you can decide if those powders may be something for you to use. I have to say, that's one thing I wanted to say. When I had some areas near some small details, I could easily use my paintbrush to go straight onto the artwork here, or anywhere that I wanted, because if you activate them with pure water on a palette, they react like normal watercolors. In fact, it is a watercolor, but I've used some white here. Here, this is some dotted gesso, but this one is the white powder, so you get a bit of a misty effect. But I was saying that you could, if you have a white space that you don't want, you can easily activate a bit of the Brusho again and paint until your area is covered up. And of course, by being a bit wild, as I'm always am when I'm coloring, I did have some stains on her face. It's visible here, but not that much. I had a stain, I think, here on her cheek, and a stain in her hair. But as you can see, when you go over that with pencil, of course, if it had been turquoise, I had a problem that I had to make her like an avatar woman or something like that. But if you have a bit of splattering or a stain, I had a stain because my brush dropped some water and there were some particles of the powder in it, and so I had a yellow stain here and here also. But you can save that if you want, so you just have to be creative to think how to cover it up. But it's not visible anymore except for a bit of this, but it could be the shimmer of my golden castle. So I have a story for everything. So I hope that it was useful for you, that you think it's nice to see how the colors are being. So you get a lot of different shades within the 24 pack. There's also a 12 pack and an 8 pack. So, okay, I'm going to say goodbye for now. Thank you for watching, and until the next time, bye bye.